welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my brow routine. But before we get into that, which we will do quickly because I feel incomplete without my brows, like I feel so weird right now, I just want to run through some of the basic sort of tips that I would give to anyone who is a beginner, or even if you've been doing this for ages, if you just want some tips from yours truly, stay tuned. Firstly, throughout this tutorial, please keep in mind that I basically do very little to upkeep my brows. I do not get them done professionally because I don't trust no one with my brows but me. So I just do them myself. Basically all I do is sometimes I'll thread them if drastic measures are needed. Otherwise I'll just pluck them like every now and then if things are getting a little bit messy. Other than that, I basically do nothing. So my brows right now are literally just how they grow. It's their natural arch. It's the natural thickness, all of that. It's not manipulated in any way through waxing and whatnot. Also keep in mind that everyone has different shaped brows, everyone has different thickness of brows, everyone has different colored brows. So maybe all the products that I use today and this routine in general may not be ideal for you, but hopefully you can learn something anyway. Similarly, this routine may not be something you're comfortable wearing every day. I'm perfectly happy going out in full glam. I could rock a black lipstick, I don't care. I'm happy doing that, but if that's not something you would do, then maybe, you know, take away a few steps in this tutorial, or I don't know, maybe just try it one day and see how you feel. You might love it. And finally, before we get into the tutorial, please remember this one crucial thing, and this applies to pretty much every routine ever made by any beauty guru, or maybe even any tutorial at all, to be honest, is to be patient. Don't rush things. I may be rushing things, or I may be doing things a little quickly compared to your average Joe, but that's because I'm used to this. I do this every day. This is my routine, so you're not going to be doing it as fast as me the first time. And keep in mind, beauty gurus cut a lot of the shit out. Like, it's boring if this video is like 20 to 30 minutes long. We have to edit out all the boring stuff. So keep in mind that if a beauty guru is like, now just blend out the crease, and then 5 seconds later it cuts like, next step, pretty sure that that blending out the crease took maybe like 20 minutes sometimes, and you're not going to sit there and watch people do windscreen wiper motions for 20 minutes, are you? No. Please just keep that in mind for all of my videos, but especially this one, and just keep it in mind in general, because I just want you to be patient and I don't want you to rush it and then get frustrated and give up. So be patient with it, have fun, it's just makeup, let's get into it. Okay, first things first, please ignore this eyelash, it's giving me so much strife today. I don't even know. Don't even worry. Okay, first step with my brows is I take a spoolie. This is the spoolie that I use. It's just a regular spoolie. This one happens to be from Morphe, but you can use any spoolie that you would like, or anything that just gets the job done. Okay, so what I do is I just brush my hairs up and then out. So I'm kind of doing like a rainbow kind of thing. So I go up and then I gradually flick out. This just gives me the idea of the natural shape of my eyebrow, and then from there I can fill it in, making sure that I stick to its natural shape. The next thing that I do is take my Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and with this basically I just start outlining and filling in the tail end of my brow. And what I like is to have my brow taper out to be quite thin at the end. My brow does naturally do that, which is why I just like to stick to that, because I find if I try to do anything fancy with my brows, I end up looking crazy. So I'm just using the tiniest strokes, and then I'm going to brush through again just to see where any sparse patches are. So like I said, be patient with this step. Sometimes it can take a little while longer than expected. Okay, so then once I'm happy with the tail end of my brow, I basically just come through and really lightly fill in the middle part, and then I like to look down into my mirror and do the underneath part. So now your brow should be kind of tapering off naturally. That's what you want. You just want to leave it there with the brow wiz. That's as far as you want to go with that. Now I'm going to take my PONi Cosmetics brow powder. This is in the shade Palomino number 2, and it just looks like so. And I'm going to take this on my Sigma small angled E65 brush. And then basically what I do with this is, because we already have the brow wiz down, the powder is going to stick to that brow wiz and make the tail end of our brow more pigmented and therefore darker than the front end, so it should taper off and look more natural. It will also help to fill in any sparse areas. So I'm literally just taking this and really roughly just going through my brow. This is like the part where you don't have to be so neat, so don't worry too much about that. And again, don't forget to brush through your brows every now and then, just to make sure that the product is where you want it and there's no excess product. Then with the leftover powder from the brush, I go underneath my brow and I push up. Once I brushed it, I can see that there's a sparse area just here. So I'm going to take a bit of product and just try and work that out. And I'm pretty happy with how that looks with the powder, so I'm going to stop there for powder. Now I'm going to take my Gimme Brow by Benefit, and this is in the shade Light Medium. Basically, I'm just going to run this through the tail end of my brows. This is just going to help those hairs that were falling down to stay up, and it's pigmented, so it's going to make my brows look a little fuller. And finally, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I really like this one. It's like glue. Like, your brows are not going anywhere. And I just use this at the front part of my brow. And then I gradually just sort of flick it through towards the tail end. There you have it. That's pretty much what my brows look like on a daily basis. So quite natural, but you know, still put in the hard yards for this. Okay guys, so that is my routine, my brow routine. That's what I do every day. So yeah, just keep in mind that this may not be for everyone. This may not be for you. The products that I used may not work for you, so if you do want to try out the products that I use, make sure you get it in your color. I have wanted to film this routine for so long, like since last year, like the beginning of last year, like when I first started my channel, but I just been putting it off because I wasn't 100% happy with the products that I was using, with my execution of the products, and I wanted to make sure that I had a routine that I truly did feel was something that I would want others to try out. And all of the products that I use today, I would 100% recommend. So that's it. If you did enjoy this video, let me know by giving me a big thumbs up, and I hope you have a fabulous day or evening wherever you are in the world, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!